This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all, but I feel like I'm onto something right now that borders on that.
Did I finally get you on board with
Avril Lavigne dying?
Avril Lavigne actually is dead and a woman named Melody has taken her place?
No, that's not.
Ugh, one of these days. Okay, what is it?
I was at the grocery store yesterday, and I remember thinking, that's a pretty good price for asparagus. Wasn't on the list, but all right.
I'll grab it, yeah.
So I grab it, and I go to pay. I'm doing self-checkout, and I run it through, and it pops up that it's more expensive than I thought it was. It was like $5.71, and I remember thinking, like, oh, this is only $2.50. So I ask, and they're like, no, that's right. It's $5.71, $3.66 per kilogram, or whatever they were saying.
You were using self-checkout. So after they said that's right, did you say, can you double check?
Yeah, because I really felt strongly that I was aware of the price.
That's why you grabbed it.
So the manager's like, let me go and check, but I'm pretty sure that's the price. Anyway, he comes back kind of with his tail between his legs, and he's like, no, yeah, it's a little bit lower than that.
Uh-oh.
And then they come and they just fix mine. They don't actually change the price of asparagus. So here's my conspiracy theory. There are places, because I normally don't pay that much attention. I'll pay attention when I'm grabbing it, but when a cashier is ringing it through, I'm never
you just trust them, right?
I'm never checking the price. Are grocery stores intentionally doing this and putting things out at a cheap price and then not necessarily having that price be what gets rung through intentionally?
Because maybe 2 out of every 30 people say something or notice it.
Maybe this was just a one-off, but it seemed like the way the manager came over and was like, no, trust us, even though they were wrong. Most people would have been like, okay, I guess I'll just pay and you're out of there.
Okay, so I went to buy shoes and I saw a pair that I really wanted and they were on sale for $20. So I was like, this is crazy because they're regular $50. And then when they were rung through, I got charged $50. And I was like, what? And I get really anxious about calling things out.
See, and I think they know that.
So I started walking out the door and I was like, oh, maybe they just weren't on sale. And then I was like, no, I'm putting my dirty shoe foot down. And I'm turning around and I'm going to say something. And then he fixed it. I was like, oh my gosh.
See, would most just head out?
Yes.
So are they intentionally doing these kinds of things?
I don't know, but this text says 100% think that they do that. I'm constantly asking for price checks. Yeah, and here's the thing. The hustle of the till line, you never want to be the one that's like, can you check?
Right, especially when there's people behind you, and they know that. They know that they want to keep you moving.
David says, definitely happens a lot. I call it out every time. As a broke college student, I just can't afford to overlook it.
It's just because I had such a distinct memory of the price of the asparagus that I noticed. But did that happen with my tomatoes yesterday too, and I just didn't notice?
Josh just said they shouldn't be scanning higher than marked price or you get it for free up to $10. Look up scan policy practice.
What?
Casey, this is the thing about the insider information when it comes to grocery stores. I need to know more. Somebody needs to write a book.
I think with the price of everything going up so drastically, including in David's case, college, the tuition fees, the books, everything's going up. Inflation's ridiculous. People have to start being more careful with this stuff, more frugal and more aware of when they are getting ripped off.
Well, and because using your credit card is more common now too, you're just tapping and leaving. The amount of times you've probably gone through a drive-through and overpaid for something, they charge you for the wrong order. Who actually goes home and is like, well, better log into my bank account?
Hey, don't make those people sound like nerds.
I'm not.
You did a little bit.
What I'm saying is,
here's my bank account.
Okay, I actually did not mean it like that. I just meant majority of us are careless.
Right.
And we don't think to do that.
thank you for checking out the show. We're talking about accidentally wearing something embarrassing. You have a very funny story.
Yeah, so this was like a few weeks ago. We went and hosted the Blazing Wing Challenge at Hudson's on White, which is where, like, if you can down their spiciest wings in under, 2 minutes?
Yeah, I think that's right.
You'd get a t-shirt and free wings for a year. And the t-shirt says Hot AF on it. And it has the Hudson's logo, but it's not really visible from the front. And when we were hosting, they were like, would you like a t-shirt? Just cuz, even though you didn't do the wing challenge. I was like, absolutely, because that's hilarious.
And you're a sucker for free t-shirts.
Love free t-shirts.
Yeah.
And it was just funny because we had friends there that really wanted the t-shirts, so they were doing the hot wing challenge. And I was like, I don't even have to do the challenge. Sign me up. Give me the t-shirt. I'll rock this all the time. Wore it for one of the first times yesterday to the gym. And everyone there's like, love your shirt, Lisa. And I was like, thanks. And I looked down and I was like, oh my gosh, people think I went out of my way to buy this that says Hot AF on it. And then for the rest of the class, like there's one girl in my class, her name's Hazel. She listens to the show. She supports us and like donates to our charities and stuff that we do. She's
awesome.
She's just the best. She turns to me halfway through the workout. She's like, Lisa, you're looking hot AF, as I'm like sweating and trying to lift heavy weights. So everyone was roasting me. And I just think it's funny that I was walking around with that shirt on and people thought I bought it.
Yeah. Awesome. Christy says, I didn't wear it accidentally, but I'm a teacher, and yesterday I split my pants wide open and I had to teach with my coat on. On top of that, I had a staff meeting after school, so I couldn't go home and change before heading to my kids' school for parent-teacher meetings in my new crotchless jeans.
We need to normalize not asking people if they want their jacket hung up. If somebody's wearing their jacket inside at a party, can you just leave them alone?
Yeah, there's multiple reasons that it could be embarrassing that they got that there.
Or it's part of their outfit. It's fashion.
My accidentally embarrassing story, I think the number one has to be when I was rushing to introduce Ice Cube at K-Days, and I peed quickly and
put it away too soon.
He rushed out of the bathroom, yes, and I was wearing gray jeans. And when I felt the wind...
They were light gray jeans, right?
Yeah. So... When I felt the wind, I knew something was wrong, and I looked down, and there was a spot. And I had to go on stage, I thought, like...
Immediately.
10 seconds after that. It turns out that Ice Cube was like 15 minutes late, and luckily that breeze that notified me also dried my issue in time.
Phew.
When I was a kid, I was rushing late for school. I had to grab my clothes out of the dryer, and so I threw on some pants and a t-shirt, and I got to school, and I didn't realize that a pair of my mom's granny panties were stuck to the back of one of my legs. So I walked around. I mean, eventually somebody told me, but I walked to school. I got in at school. Yeah, it was great.
And then when you were trying to put the underwear in your bag, you like couldn't fit them in there?
Parachutes.
Those are like my underwear right now. So this is not clothing, but Lisa just wrote in about a makeup mishap.
Okay.
So she had her daughter and then had a newborn baby in the house. And when she would be putting her newborn baby to bed, her daughter would do her makeup, like play with her makeup and do the mom's face. Well, I mean, being a tired mom with a baby, you kind of forget about something like that. Her husband was a smoker at the time, so she went into the gas station for him one night to get him smokes. And she said, luckily, my bladder was always so full, I'd have to go to the bathroom every 15 minutes. Well, I go to the bathroom in the gas station and I looked like a clown. That's what she said. And thankfully, because that's so embarrassing when you have something on your face, it's almost worse than a clothing mishap.
Right.
So some of the texts that are rolling in are super funny. Kat wrote in saying, when in junior high, I wore some white jeans. Never again. We had dark blue bleachers in our gym and someone must have spilt some ketchup and I sat in it. In white pants? That is like the worst case scenario.
Do you remember Kyle's story about purple jeans we talked about months ago? It was hilarious.
Yes, so it was how he was colorblind and had his favorite pair of jeans.
He didn't know they were like vibrantly purple.
They were purple jeans and he wore them all the time and he was so mad at his mom because she never told him?
Because he texted and said, purple jeans. You guys have heard the story before. I'm glad you remembered that.
Well, tearaway track pants were all the rage when I was in high school. And, yeah, I stood up from my desk and my pants didn't come with me. But this was also when G-strings were all the rage in high school. So I think I got suspended for like 2 days, actually.
Why would you get suspended for that?
Yeah, that makes no sense. It's not your fault. That tearaway phase just wasn't good for anyone.
Well, and then they started making it so that the waistband stayed put.
Yeah, so,
which kind of defeated the entire purpose of tearing away your pants, because all of a sudden you still had to, like, take off your pants. They were just unbuttoned on the side.
Right.
Like, cool. Thanks.
They're kind of tearaways now.
Thanks, no surrender. I feel like they made tearaway. So at least I had a pair. Talking about accidental embarrassment when it comes to clothing choices, things you didn't know you were doing wrong when you put your gear on.
Yeah, Renee wrote in saying, when I was a teenager, I grabbed a hoodie out of the communal laundry and walked to the corner store. It wasn't until hours later that I realized I had my dad's brown gaunch stuck to my back.
Why would they have made brown undies? I guess.
Yeah, makes
you
sense,
don't
really.
get to see the streaks. What do you got for us?
I was 16 or 17, and I was getting ready to hang out at home in the night, and I had my pajama bottoms on and everything. I was like, Mom, go to the store for me. I have my pajamas on. She was like, no, go by yourself. And I was like, but I have a hole in my pants, a very small hole. She's like, so no one can see it. All right, so I got in the car, and I drove to the store, and I got out. But it was a higher vehicle, so I kind of slid out. And I walked around the store and got all the stuff, and I was like, man, these pants are light. So when I left the store, after walking around the store, I realized that when I slid out of the car, my little tiny hole became the entire butt of my pants.
No!
And I walked around the store with my butt hanging out.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Take care.
Bye.
Hey, what do you got for us?
Okay, so I was in junior high at the time, and my little sister is 6 years younger than me, so she was in about grade 1, grade 2. And at the end of the school day, because we went to a school that was elementary up to grade 9, so after school, my dad comes to pick us up, and my little sister is, like, in the park swinging on the monkey bars. And my dad's like, that dress looks a little bit short on her. And I was like, well, that's because it's a T-shirt. So my dad bought her this, like, cherry dress, or what he thought was, like, a summer dress. That was actually a T-shirt. He was really proud of himself until he realized it was a T-shirt.
Aw, he tried his best.
You have a story from when you were a bit younger for us. Fire away.
My parents just got back from a second honeymoon in Hawaii, brought us back shiny silver one-piece swimsuits, matching ones for me and my little sister.
Okay.
So we go to our swimming lessons, which we do every Saturday morning, and this is the first time we get to go. My parents are sitting on the edge of the pool. My sister goes to jump in to the swimming pool in her brand new, super shiny swimsuit. She jumps in and then gets out, and it goes completely see-through. 100% see-through. So my dad jumps out of his chair, grabs me and goes, you are not going to swimming lessons. And then grabs my sister and goes, go downstairs and change right now.
What?
Worst souvenirs ever.
Did the manufacturer of the swimsuit not test it in water? You think that would be a fairly important part of the process?
Especially when it's coming from, like, Hawaii, where you know you're going to the beach to go swimming.
Yeah, big mistake.
I mean, it would be a great gag gift, like if you got it for someone that you're trying to get sweet revenge on.
Yeah, did he get it out of San Francisco?
I don't know.
We're joined by caller 7, first time through for Justin. Ready to win some money or what?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, so here's how the game works. You're first going to choose your teammate, either Lisa or myself. They'll leave the room, and then the other host will give you 5 words. You tell us the first word that comes to mind. We'll invite your teammate back in. We'll give them the same words, and for everyone you match, it's $25. If you get all 5, it's $1,000.
Sounds good.
All right, who you rolling with?
I'm going to go with Lisa today.
Yes, it's about time.
Yeah, I think it's been 4 or 5 in a row that I've been going out there. I started to feel like I was really good at this game. Nobody ended up winning the money, so I'm not that good. All right, she's gone. You ready to do this?
Oh, yeah.
Word number 1, bathtub.
Water.
Word number 2, lava or lava.
Volcano.
Word 3 is snail.
Slow.
Good answers so far. Word 4, sandwich.
Bread.
And word 5, angel.
Heaven.
All right. Lisa. Here she comes. Solid answers. You did very well, yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Do you think I'll do good?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to start with one. Oof.
Start with one that you think I'll get for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Snail.
Shell. What? What did you think I was going to say? What goes with snail?
Slow.
Oh. Okay, I'm so sorry, Justin. You're not going to win $1,000, but let's get you $100. Keep going, Ryder.
Sounds good.
Bathtub.
Water. Yes!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so glad because I was going to say bubbles. And I was like, nope, Justin wouldn't say bubbles. I got to go with water. Okay.
Lava.
Hot. I'm so mad.
Volcano is what he went with.
That's a great answer, Justin. Okay, we'll get we'll get you $75.
I love how confident you are.
Well, and the number just keeps going down.
We're going to get you $3. Sandwich.
There's 2 words I'm thinking of. Meat. Was it bread?
It was bread.
Oh, I want to die right now.
And finally.
It's okay. We got $25. Let's get them $50.
Angel.
Wings.
I should have went with that one.
What did he say, Halo?
Heaven. Good answers.
These are really good answers. I feel like the words are tough, so this is actually Ryder's fault.
Is it?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, you got $25, Justin. Thanks for playing.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
We got a little contest going on for Maroon 5 tickets. It's called...
Don't wanna know, no.
Tanya wrote in saying, I have no belly button. I kind of do want to know more about that one, though.
Mm-hmm. Yes, some of these are pretty interesting. Linda, this one I didn't want to know. When I was younger and more flexible, I would bite and chew on my toenails.
Ew.
We got this one from a 403 number, no name. You don't want to know that I rewear my gym socks like for weeks at a time.
Ew.
That's a Calgary move. Calgary phone number 2.
Oh, classic Calgary.
Classic Calgary, stinky people.
Calgary residents don't change their gym socks. Pass it on. New rumor. Jim wrote in saying, you don't want to know it's snowing. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Is that snow?
Get the hell out of here.
I'm not interested in that.
I didn't want to know that.
Tara wants us to know that she has horrible hemorrhoids.
Okay. Didn't want to know that.
You don't want to know that my dog likes to eat poop.
Don't wanna know.
Lindsay, what's something we don't want to know?
The average index finger is about 2 inches long, which is perfect for putting a suppository up someone's butt.
Okay, I kind of did want to know that, but still, you're qualified.
No.
Hey, what's something we don't want to know?
Oh my God! Hi, I'm so sorry. I'm a really big fan of you guys, so this is like a surreal moment right now.
Oh,
You've
that's
never
cute.
called in before or talked to us before.
I've been listening for like most of my life, actually.
What's your name?
Emily.
We've been here the whole time. You
Yeah.
could have called any time.
Why don't you just call us sometimes?
Because it's like I literally got my own number yesterday.
So how old are you, Emily?
I'm 14.
Okay,
No way.
right on. Well,
That's
thank you for
awesome.
listening.
Yeah.
So do you guys like want to know something gross or?
Yes, I mean, sure.
I like gross facts.
Okay, so this is something you might not want to know, but I had this neck abscess once, and it's I had to have surgery on it, and my mom said it was super gross.
Did it explode?
It almost did, and my mom Apparently it was leaking pus all over the place.
Okay, yeah, didn't want to know that.
Didn't want to know that, Emily.
Yay!
Don't wanna know, no.
Corey wrote in saying something you probably don't want to know is sweat is mostly urine. That's why it stinks, and it's slightly yellow when it dries on your clothing.
No, didn't want to know that. Man, you guys are stepping up. The text line, the phone line, they're all going. So we're going to stay with this for Maroon 5 tickets. Tell us something we don't want to know.
Lisa wrote in saying red eyes from swimming pools are caused by urine, not chlorine.
Don't wanna know.
Mina said, did you know your bladder can hold up to 2 liters, but anything beyond that can literally burst? That requires emergency surgery. Ouch.
I bet I was close to that. A few times, actually. One specifically was when I had to go and get an ultrasound, and they told me to, drink lots of water, make sure your bladder's really full when you come in.
Yeah.
And, it was so full that I could hardly walk into the room. I understood the assignment too much.
Yeah.
And the lady that was scanning it said, I've worked in this job for 19 years, and I have never seen a bladder this full before. So,
you deserve an award for that.
I do. She's like, you got a great bladder. And she gave me her number.
Paula wrote in saying, you don't want to know that I enjoy cleaning out my husband's belly button.
No.
Oh, man.
These are hilarious, eh?
Yeah. Will wrote in saying, you don't want to know that you have creatures living in your eyelashes at all times.
No, I didn't want to know that. I don't even think that one's true. I'm going to pretend like it's not if it is. What do you got for us?
Okay, I have kept my girls' umbilical cords and all of their teeth in this creepy little bag in my dresser drawer, and my husband hates it.
Okay, I feel like this is a common thing, and it's usually the husband that's like, really? Can't we just toss it out?
Yes, exactly. Okay, maybe I'm not so weird.
I remember them asking me if I wanted to cut the umbilical cord. I'm like, no, you're the doctor. You do it.
I'll do it wrong. I'll give her an Audi.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want my husband doing that. I don't really trust him to do it right.
Right.
Don't wanna know.
I have 4 nipples.
Like Harry Styles.
Harry Styles has 4 nipples?
Yep.
Where are your nipples located, Ian? I know where 2 of them are.
The other 2 are right underneath, but they're totally separate. Everybody asks if I had nipple rings ripped out, because that's what it looks like.
Yep, that's just like Harry Styles. Google him. You guys are twins. That is so amazing. He's the best.
Harry Styles is the only person on the planet who could make 4 nipples super hot for Lisa, so you should thank him.
I thank him.
It still feels like a surprise to say that after so many years in a row when we were eliminated mathematically by Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Just beast mode the last month. Mike Smith's looked really good. McDavid's been on fire. This is exciting. Exciting time to be an Oilers fan. And this city really comes alive during playoffs, especially if we can go on a lengthy run. So it's going to be awesome. I'm very jacked up.
Yeah, me too. And I watched a video of our coach giving a pep talk before the game.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like a pull the curtains back kind of inside look. It was on Twitter, and it was so cool.
He seems really connected with the players.
Yeah, him hyping them up. McDavid's in the background, just in the zone. I don't even know if he's actually listening to the coach in that moment.
Right.
Because he's got his own ritual, right?
Yeah, it's been a wild ride since Woodcroft came in. So exciting times to be an Oilers fan. But check this out.
What?
The Flames look like they're going to be taking on the Nashville Predators in the first round. And they played each other last night, and they fought like hell. They beat the crap out of each other, and it was a really tight game. Nashville's really good. So if the Oilers can get through LA, our second round matchup will be against either Nashville or Calgary, the winner of that series. And it's just good to know that they're going to come in with bruises and bumps and sore hands and faces, and I hope those 2 teams destroy each other.
Nice.
Yeah, and a really tough matchup for Calgary in the first round, which is what we like to see, right?
When do the Oilers play again?
So we've got a couple more games leading up to playoffs. I believe tomorrow night, and then we play Thursday, Friday, I think, and then we're done. Yeah,
perfect.
And then playoffs start early next week.
Woo!
The hangovers are going to be the only thing that sucks.
Southbound on the Henday East Leg, there was a collision at Highway 14. Expect some delays. And an accident on Grote Road and 111th Ave is also causing some backup. Drive safe.
Expected high today is 10. We're at 1 right now. Rain in the forecast all day, which looks to have turned into snow in some parts in and around the city. Ugh. Mainly sunny and 12 degrees tomorrow. On the way, you're listening for, believe it or not, while you look around at the snow, you're listening for the cue to call for a golf contest as we are doing I Like Big Putts for Mother's Day. So if you're a mom and you like to golf and you like to shop, this contest is for you. When you hear a golf sound effect, you just have to be caller 4, and you are qualified to come down for a putt off. Just by coming, you're going to win some golf passes to Edmonton Garrison Golf and Country Club, and you are also qualified to win $500 for South Common. Be ready for that cue to call. It's coming up soon.
The Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
Play 107.